Here we start a refurb project on my BMW Z4 with the wheels. They need serious refurbishment, as you can see. They're very corroded. This will actually be a series of refurbishing several parts on the car, including front and rear bumpers, driver door. So we'll start with the wheels. They have massive curb rash. The front bumper needs a bit of polishing as it's been painted due to rust in the past, as well as the badge needs replacing, and this is a recent one. Someone hit the car in the parking lot and they left, so I needed a bit of lacquer, some additional lacquer. So got in the car, drove to our local Halfords and got what I needed, including some alloy wheel filler as I was out. So the rest of the stuff I just bought off eBay, really cheap, about 55 pounds to be honest. I've done a wheel refurb in the past on my previous car, 350Z, and they came out well. I do have to mention that this is not a professional job. I'm not a professional painter. I'm just a hobbyist, weekend warrior. However, this is our alloy wheel filler that we'll be using. Then you'll need a mask for safety, obviously, because you're using chemicals. Some wheel cleaner, although I wouldn't recommend this one. It's not very good, but it's the one I had. Some gloves. This is the primer that I'll use. The actual paint, I only paid and then the lacquer, some masking tape, some play cards, obviously a torque wrench, and then 240 grit sandpaper. The next one will be a 400, and the last one 800. And then this would be handy if you got it using with 80 grit and 120 grit. Obviously a jack and some stands, as I'll be doing 2 wheels at a time. I have to mention it was a bit of a struggle to get the wheels off because they were so corroded. I had to use a bit of force, so if any of you ever has this issue, make sure you don't hammer that wheel because it's alloy, you can crack it. Just use your foot, it will come off, trust me, just like it did here. And all the 4 wheels had this issue, so I obviously filmed it once, but I did it for all the wheels. And then the other thing, if you do start this job, make sure you've got a wheel locking nut, because most cars need one. So it would be good to have it. And then as soon as the wheels were off, you can see they're very corroded. It's the paint's peeling off. That wheel was actually the worst. This one wasn't so bad. So we'll start off by cleaning the wheels with alloy wheel cleaner. I took off that cover just to clean the inside of the wheels, but I'll put it back later because I'll be using it to mask the wheel from painting, and I've bought some brand new ones. Then rinse after washing with a brush to make sure we get all of that grime and break dust off the wheel. It already looks a lot better. Then obviously you'll have to dry them before you start sanding. One mistake I did, I started sanding on a dry wheel, and it's fine, but it usually takes a lot more sandpaper than doing it wet, so that's something to consider if you want to do this job. Anyways, we've started sanding with the machine, and that was 120 grit. As you can see, it kind of did the job, but not really, so I did later on apply with 80 grit, and that seemed to improve the situation. I'm getting most of the peeling coat off, and then had to use the screwdriver because it was just a lot faster. The whole wheel was peeling off anyway, so I thought I'll just do that, and then made a quick cuppa because it started raining outside. Wasn't ideal weather anyways. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it was raining. And then these are the wheels primed. And one thing to mention, some cans have a protector, like this one had. This is a paint can, so make sure you take that off before you start painting. And then we started painting, and this wheel cover thing, I thought it would be much easier to use, but it wasn't. I only paid like £5 off eBay for it, but yeah, you need some masking tape additionally as well, and I used the cards to mask the edges of the wheels to make sure no paint goes through, although a bit of paint did go through, but you can clean it off. This was the second coat of paint. In total I did 2 coats of primer and about 4 coats of paint and 3 coats of lacquer. And this is how it looked after the final paint coat. It's not too bad actually. It's a massive improvement from what it was. Obviously it's not a professional job, and it would obviously come out a lot better with a gun. And then I decided to do the brake calipers as well because they were so rusty, and I thought, why not? Because the wheels are going to look nice. It's just not going to match that rusty caliper, so I did the calipers as well, masking all the surrounding parts, and it came out pretty good. Also, this paint is high temperature, so it should last for a while. It shouldn't peel off due to high temps. And I did this whilst the wheels were drying off, so pretty good. I was happy with that. Also, this was the final result after the third coat of lacquer, so quite content with this. And I took off all the masking and applied the brand new badge center cap, and this is the final result. So it's not perfect, but I'm quite happy with it for £50. It's not too bad compared to what it was. And this is how the car looked with all the wheels painted. I obviously only filmed 2 wheels, but it's the same process for all of them. And this is the first episode of this BMW project. I'm planning to do a lot more to it, and stay tuned to find out.